This is a supplemental log for Friday, March 25th, 2011. This is the continuing saga of all of the plotters against me that helped destroy my life. This segment is exclusively for Judge Maria Resos and the two other judges prior to her that I have known, just like I knew 3 chairmen of housing. I have known 3 chairmen of housing. And everybody would like to give a shout out to Miss Daniela. I think her YouTube name is Foxfly. She made a lot of wonderful suggestions. And I don't have to be such a wretched, melodramatic, think I'm an actor guy, other than just present the facts and the evidence as they are. I'm angry, I'm all of that, but that's for another time, another situation. This is about presenting the facts, recording it, in case something happens to me. This is the judgment and order of Judge Maria Resos. Okay? And respondents ordered to show cause to restore this proceeding to the calendar, and the motion by Stephen S. Weintraub to be removed as guardian ad litem are consolidated for determination. In rendering this decision, the court considers the respondent's order to show cause, petitioner's affirmation and opposition, respondent's reply affirmation, and petitioner's surreply only. The court acknowledges receipt and did read respondent Philip Drice's ex parte submissions. However, as they were ex parte, they cannot be considered by the court as it reaches its decision. That's what the problem is, because my guardian ad litem, Mr. Stephen Weintraub's hands were tied. This is a gentleman where I absolutely abused him, humiliated him, degraded him, blasted, crapped all over him, all over the internet in front of everybody, all the way to the White House. He filed papers against the court, to the court against me. Judge Maria Resos brought a big cop in there. I'm not violent. I don't need to do anything like that. I'm a pretty educated guy. I know what to do and what my limits are. But that shenanigan, that show, that performance that was calculated and performed did accomplish my goal. I finally got him to work for me instead of working for human resources to put me out, as you've seen in the last segment. And that's how it works. You've got, this is a war of the intellectuals against poor people who don't have an education. And it can be traced to a race-based situation, because the people they're dealing with are the disenfranchised that have been apartheid on a federal reservation, which is the largest Indian reservation, the most populated Indian reservation in the United States of America, which is New York City Housing Authority, with approximately 800,000 tenants. But only 500 of them are registered, and those 300 are supposed to be in line to inherit that apartment, and it's the elimination of the administrative process that leads to the federal violations of diverting funds and Title VI violations, okay, under the Civil Rights Act of 1967, which is you're doing it to black people, you're doing it to Puerto Ricans, you're doing it to the disenfranchised, you're doing it to poor people that the federal government through Congress said that they take care of. But it was through the Clinton administration, it is alleged that it was through the Clinton administration's desire to eliminate welfare that your governor was probably the premier architect who unleashed NYCHA, who dissolved any competent oversight, just like the regulators of the banks. It's been shown that the Democratic Party, or the Democrats, did orchestrate this big thing about this housing bubble. Okay? And they forced banks to make loans that they knew were going to fail. And then they want to blame somebody else for those bank failures and that all of that money that went down the tube. But it was designed to keep them in power. And when you're in power, you can cover things up. Okay? So this is what's happening, people. And in the SIR reply, let me show you here, where this guy says it's his. I'll read it. You know, you'll get it in the book and online. Okay? You've got NYCHA committing perjury in this document right here. This is the SIR reply. NYCHA commits perjury. Let me show you where. First of all, they said you got to be over 62 years old to be living there. And that I was the only one that was living in that apartment that was in that development. Now we find out that's not true. And when we find out that's not true, the judge want to give them exemptions. You can't go back. Okay? Here we go right here. Which is Carol Brookins. Carol Brookins was living there before she turned 62. Okay? They didn't want to count that one. Let me give you another one. We're going to get better. Barbara Davidson. Barbara Davidson is the sister of Margaret, who works for Councilman Comrie. And when it got this bad, Barbara Davidson right here, when it got this bad, they got her to move out of Shelton House. That's how big it is. Barbara Davidson's been living there for 30 years. She didn't take the buyout, just like my aunt didn't take the buyout. That's why we were still in that apartment. They want to make it senior development, but they were supposed to give you $15,000. Okay? Now, this is the big deal right here. This is Mr. James Edwards in apartment 6N. He's got a Michelle Guy who lives there. She was born in 1976. What is she doing living there? He was born in 1947. Now, you see, he's got a son and a daughter. A son and a daughter right there. Now, that's where the fraud comes in. Because in the paper, NYCHA reclassified him as a grandson, not a son. And the judge copied the exact same stuff. That's what I'm going to hit her with, along with the trial transcript of where NYCHA said nobody under 62 lives there. Now, here is the beauty. This is Cynthia Hill, okay, with her husband, Babako. Okay? She was born in 55, he was born in 66. But you got to understand, the lease, I've got it on video, that she said that they put him on the lease 3 years ago. That's another point of perjury for NYCHA in the settlement of the minutes or the transcript. Okay? That's how they're all busted. Just presenting the facts. Just presenting the facts. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you. Yeah. Supplemental log, November 29, 2010. This is Miss Cynthia Hill, the last real tenant association president that there was. They fixed the Khadijah Wilson fixed the vote to put Neva Harper in there. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is the evidence that right now we've got everybody committing perjury in court because you're not a senior citizen, you live there, and your husband's name was added on to the lease, what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
So now, when they put me out, weren't they doing a whole lot of wrong?
Yeah.
And Neva Harper, they propped her up as tenant association president so she can help eliminate people out of that building as a form of redlining.
Yes. She has handicap apartments. She's not handicapped.
And so does Ozia Mitchell, who was also the last tenant associate president that they put there to help.
Green of $20,000.
Oh, Cynthia Hill, former tenant associate president, November 29, 2010, telling it like it is. That's my sister, and this is the one. That's right. I want my picture with her. This is the lady. This is the lady that helped me.
Right. Fight that.
Fight the fight. This is the one that kept telling me, Drice, don't let them put you out like this. Don't do this. And I went and did my work. And that's Malcolm right there. He's the one that's helping put people out.
Yes, he is.
And that's the tenant associate president telling it. That's what they do here. Right here at 8909 162th Street. at Shelton Houses, New York City Housing Authority. There it is right there. You heard it from the Tenant Association President, Cynthia Hill. Thank you, baby. All right, this is my friend. What's your name? You gotta say your name.
Marvin.
Hi, Marvin. Go ahead, make the snowball. Yeah, he's under supervision. He's here with his dad. I'm not trying to kidnap the child. It's not a kidnapping. All right. So how's your wife? Your wife okay?
Yeah, it's okay. She works.
Mother okay? She's working? Yeah, she told me she got a job as a home attendant.
Oh,
Yeah. Her mother's upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is Marvin. You live upstairs, right, Marvin?
Yeah.
Okay, throw the snowball. There he is. That's it. That's it. Ah, okay. You waiting on the school bus? You waiting on the school bus? You waiting? You waiting for the school bus, right? All right. All right. Can I please have $1? Somebody can have a quarter, 50 cents a dollar. I'm homeless, I'm broke, I'm hungry. Please, can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? I'm homeless. I used to live right across the street over there. Go ahead, show them Shelton House. Shelton, that's that building right there. The one with the scaffolding. That's it. I used to live at Shelton House. But now I'm homeless. I'm homeless. I've got no money. I got nothing to eat. Can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? Is there a God? There can't possibly be a God, or he couldn't let this happen to me. Those black politicians in America destroyed me, and no one will do a damn thing to help me. All right, we just met a nice couple that was walking on the beach. Very interesting affair. This who wanted to tell the marshal when he came to get me to send you, to give me your regard. Well, what did you do when you had all of the information that says that Niger is as crooked as the tips of the Nazi cross? All right, we just met a nice couple that was walking on the beach. Very interesting affair. This union thing. Well, everybody knows I'm a real selfish little individual, and I really like myself. And so I'm going to offer the gentleman and his lady an opportunity to see and my book's coming out, and I want y'all to buy it. I had 2 people so far tell me yesterday that they were going to buy my book. But right now, what I really wanted to impress upon you is the depression, the pain, the loneliness, and how without a desire, a will, a drive to do nothing but to get me things made, you wanted to tell the marshal when he came to get me to send you, to give me your regards. Well, what did you do when you had all of the information that said that Niger is as crooked as the tips of the Nazi cross? State Senator Huntley, Monica Pringle and Lester News, you're absolutely terrific, for crying out loud, they're so good. But why contain it in your office? It couldn't go to Albany? Because you don't want me to get hold of the information on the federalization and the $500 million tax-free bond issue that went to the rich, and you didn't earmark anything for the people in public housing so that they can have a stake and to get out of public housing. You want them to go to this? You want them to go to this? Is this what you want for them? Well, I was born rich. I've always had everything. I don't need anything, and I don't need anybody. I don't need anything. I'm happy right here. I feel like the Seashire Hotel. You mean to tell me I got to the point to where Dr. Drice litigated all the way up to the appellate division of New York State Supreme Court, and everybody says like frozen in time and space. Okay, well, why don't I leave you in the case and let's see if the press have a little bit more attention they want to pay to me. What about that $5 billion class action lawsuit on behalf of 40,000 people that didn't get an administrative process? Now, I don't know what you've been doing to those guys. I'm a French green card guy. Now, you've been doing what you want to do with them. When you want to do it, you blow smoke up their rear end. Some Haitians, you stick a broomstick up in them. The other ones, you up and bang, 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 you shoot 50, 60 bullets into them. Okay? Let me tell you what you're going to do to me. You're going to give me some respect, and you walk to the steps of the courthouse, and I'll put a spanking on you, and when I'm done with you, you're going to go home, and I expect you to just slap your mama for making you so stupid, playing with me. That's the satisfaction I get. I live for that. I live for that. That's my only freaking dream. I feed off of it. It's my ego that needs to be fed, because I can actually just eat food, and then I'll be okay. But my ego needs something more. And that's that sick dude you really thought I was? No, he's just emboldened by his own intellectual capacity to do nothing but good for this planet in order to reap some kind of reward. And so if there's a God, my soul goes somewhere, or there's a transformation, it's not tainted with the kind of crap you're tainted with. Bull crap. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
There you go.
Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Phil Drice and Robert Huntley. We're here with 2 homeless guys, but guess what? We haven't given up. We're not freaking failures. We're people. We're humans.
Senator of Shirley Huntley, State Senator, New York State Senator Shirley Huntley. Oh, I love my mother, and 113th of a crooked cop motherfucker that ruined my life, and you know, and a stink pussy fucking bitch, you know. Along with that, you know, that pretty much I loved her. She knew that, and I don't see how she cannot help me at this point in my life. Now, my mother has pretty much not turned her full back on me, but has let me have it, you know, really, you know, to a sense that it's my fault that of my health condition, because I drove her into a nervous condition, and that's all bullshit. I love my mother from the bottom of my heart. I love Deputy Inspector Tommy Lawless, who died, Mommy's right-hand friend and PD, and Deputy Inspector Philip Erickson. And you know, I have let 113th and 103 off the hook with whatever I feel.
Show them the bruises on you.
They have ruined me.
Show the bruises on you got when you went over there and your brother beat you up. This is right here. This is State Senator Huntley's son, Robert Huntley. He was beat up by his brother, who's a New York NYPD, and told not to come back home again. That's betrayal. That's treason. There's no sense for this. That's treason. But we're two homeless guys. We're buddies. And guess what? We're going to fight the fight.
I've not been homeless for the last 20 motherfucking years where I thought I was like a white, black Jimi Hendrix, you know, where, you know, the guitar on my back and whatnot. But at this point in time, I'm 54 fucking years old. And this is bullshit.
And today's Sunday, September 26th?
Yes, it is.
And it's right now 7:40.
As far as Mayor Bloomberg is concerned, the New York Senate, the Congressional Committee is all full of shit. Because me and this man have legitimate evidence and what have you, and I have sued PD and fucking won. But this is bullshit, goddamn it. This is what the fuck it is, you know, goddamn it. And, you know, through any righteousness through God that sent his only begotten son down here to fuck with his denomination, his abomination of making this motherfucker and then turning his goddamn back on it. It's fucking bullshit. Why the hell did his only son begotten son have to come down here and fuck with this and be tortured by goddamn fucking Jews? Before we run out of time, Robert.
Now, when I gave you that fly, you saw your mother's name on it. You called her.
Yes, I did.
And then when you talked to her and you asked her, was I the guy that supposedly put the death threat or anything crazy like that?
No, you were not. No, Ma denied that. It was not Dr. Philip DRICE.
It was somebody else. I have nothing to do with anything like that.
State police and local 113th cop who held my hand one night. I was going to alcohol withdrawal. Another nice-looking balding cop. Yeah, who I talked about like dogs, that precinct. But yeah, they did ruin my fucking life, along with that stink fucking cunt hoe, Chantel Prasad Dubra. And she is full of shit, you know.
Now, when you spoke to her, she knew about this case about New York City Housing Authority and all that nonsense with me.
She knew about it. She knew about it 100%, but her aides were handling the case, at which point they did not let my mother in on what's happening.
And now she's trapped.
They intercepted this man's legitimate inter-fucking-mation through aid, you know, like all politicians go. Not all politicians get their mails read and received by aides and do whatever the fuck they want with it. God damn it.
And
kiss my fucking ass.
Brother, we done here, man. I'm going to go ahead and go to my mom's house in Howard Beach, and my mom going to give me some money. I got my bedroll right here. Everybody can see. This is the bedroll. This is what I sleep on. Robert, I swear to God, I got another.
I want to bring that up on the internet. What
it's on the flyer I gave you. I got another one to give you. Here, take another flyer, but I can show you. We can sleep on the beach. I got another sleeping bag. I help you. Here, it's right here on the internet. Right here on this flyer, right here, brother. The way you was talking about so good about your mother until I heard her until you and her started talking, that's not nice. Come on, man. The guy needs help. I was a drug and alcohol counselor. Jesus Christ. This guy needs help, folks. Is Tuesday, January 11, 2011. I'm at the home of Mr. Curtis. He is a person. Hey, you there? Okay. Yeah, this is the whistleblower, the federal whistleblower. Okay. At the New York skyline. Go ahead. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa. We getting deep here. What's this?
Oh, just you know.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Part of history. You go ahead, brother. You go ahead.
Sad, but it's part of history.
Part of history. So this is the big Watusi Mandingo mixed super field Negro.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, I put that whole skit together, and I finally see what it's about. That's what I'm talking about.
One of your veterans drew that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One brother from Haiti did this?
Yes.
Outstanding. Nice place. Well, We can see you're not one of the impoverished, downtrodden, who's like one of these guys right here.
Oh, no.
See?
No.
That's Martin Luther King. That's Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Frederick Douglass, all right here. And then this brother right here is what? Bang! Got the chains on his brain when these guys do not. Those guys are out there, and this guy is not. And that slave castle's door is busted and the key's right there, and he still ain't walking away from that.
Scared to leave.
Damn! Scared to leave. And that's my guy right here. That's my guy right here, Malcolm X. That's him right here. Well, let me see what else we got here. But, oh my, this is the one!
Yeah, that's the one you were asking me about. If that story was true about it, yes, that's it.
That's what you had given me a copy of this, and I took it to the congressman's office.
Yes.
And you met with Ida Smith. I was there. I was an eyewitness. Bang, we're going to have to send it to Mr. Juan Cuba at the White House.
Sure.
Okay, and I've got a letter from the Justice Department, and I've been trying to show people, you know, what exactly, and people of authority, because the newspapers have been, they don't want to print my story no more about the redlining scheme that I took to the congressman's office, and they did all kinds of things, calling me crazy, defamed me. The VA gave me a whole bunch of medication, which in fact I didn't need as a chemical restraint. So I got to do what I got to do, but I did speak to Mr. Juan Cuba, and it's time for me to now, and the last time I spoke to him was about getting those books to him.
Okay.
And now those books have disappeared at the congressman's office.
Wow.
So we actually send him this. But what I wanted to do right now was if you could please take me back to what happened, for you have taken these pictures, hold this for me, of this hangsman's noose. That was when, this was in the...
This was found, it was in the locker room at the VA.
At the, okay, the Veterans Administration what?
St. Albans, New York.
St. Albans, New York, Veterans Administration, motor pool locker room?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and how long was this hanging there?
I don't know. I walked in January 25th, 2008, and I saw it. But
That was January 25th, 2008, and that's when you first saw that.
correct.
And it stayed there for how long?
No, they took it down immediately after that. After the police were notified.
Oh, so you called the police after that. There was a police report.
Yes, correct.
The police never called the press on this.
No.
When you took it to the congressman's office, did they call the press? What happened when you went to Ida M. Smith after I turned you over to her?
She spoke to me a few times about it, but nothing amounted out of it. I didn't get any feedback. I didn't get any change. And they told me that the federal government says it's legal to hang them. They said it's not.
Ida Smith told you, said that the federal government said it's legal to put a hangsman's
They
noose.
said that they're not illegal, but a noose is not against the law by the federal government. But a swastika is considered a felony hate crime, where a noose is not considered a hate crime.
And Ida M. Smith told you this.
Yeah, in the discussion, she was like, there was nothing she could do about it. Because
Okay. And are you aware that she ever contacted anybody at the Veterans Administration?
I believe she spoke to the union. Outside of that, I don't think it went much.
And then what happened to you?
Nothing. They offered to transfer me to Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Staten Island.
In other words, get you out of the St. Albans VA.
Yes.
Did they talk to you about who put that there? Did anybody ever ask you who put that hangsman's noose in the locker room at the Brooklyn VA? I mean at the St. Albans VA on January 25th, 2008.
No. No.
Do you know who did it?
I don't know who did it, but I know whose coat rack it was hung on. I found it was hanging on one of my coworkers.
What was the name of the person's coat
Rack it was hanging on?
Yes.
Frank Castellano.
Frank Castellano.
Correct.
What happened to Mr. Frank Castellano after you reported this?
Actually, he got a promotion from work leader to supervisor, and they wanted me to work under him after that. And when I told them that they were adding insult to injury, they told me when I told them I didn't want to work under his supervision after the incident,
Yes.
they told me that they can transfer me to Brooklyn, Staten Island, or Manhattan, which I refused to go because I like St. Albans. I've been there 20 years, and I feel that I should not be transferred.
Now, were there other instances with Mr. Castellano or other Caucasian gentlemen at the Brooklyn VA Hospital motor pool that would lead you to think that there is an embedded racist environment in that motor pool?
Yes, I would think so.
Because, elaborate, please.
Well, a brief incident to me happened roughly about 15 years ago. I came in there as a motor pool operator, as a motor vehicle operator, and shortly after that, 2 Caucasians came in there, and they were made grade 8s, and I was a grade 7. And when I brought it to their attention saying, how come I'm a 7 and they're 8s? They told me when I get an ACDL license, they'll make me a grade 8. Immediately, within 2 to 3 seconds, I reached in my pocket, handed them a Class A CDL license. And they kept promising me to give me the grade, and they never did. So at the time, there were 3 tractor operators, which me being one, the first one, and then the 2 Caucasians that came after me. So it was... You
had more time in grade, more time in service than they did.
Yes, and they were made 8s when they walked in the door.
Okay.
And I was never. Here it is, 17 years later, and I'm still a 7.
So it looked like you sound like somebody, federal government owe you some money.
Yeah, with some interest.
With some interest in back pay.
Yeah, 17 years.
Pay a little pain and suffering, a little humiliation and degradation.
And then this is what I'm rewarded with.
And bang! That's what you know Frank Castellano did it, don't you?
I would surmise that it does belong to him.
You suspect him?
Yes.
Now, tell me about the other guy who put a little hangsman's noose in the hands of that female 6 months ago at the Brooklyn VA. You can tell it. You're a federal whistleblower. You should be protected. And we're sending this to the White House.
Well, another co-worker of mine, I heard they had an incident too where somebody personally handed them a noose.
So a white guy handed a black woman a hangsman's noose.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting fired.
Yes.
And not right now she's on leave with mental distress.
Correct.
Well, what happened to you? How come you ain't all shell-shocked?
I am shell-shocked. It's a challenge each and every day to go to work. Matter of fact, it's hard talking about it, even like right now. I want to stop talking about it right now.
Did you go see some people, man?
Yeah, I did.
But I can't get into your medical records, man. I'm not going to get into that with you. Now, I want you to tell me your name. Tell me your name, and give me the name. I got to have a name.
Curtis. Thanks.
Curtis?
Thanks.
You work at the Brooklyn VA?
St. Albans.
St. Albans VA?
Correct.
And you've been there 20 years?
22 years in April.
22 years in April?
Yes.
And you're a whistleblower?
Correct.
Are you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I am. On a day-to-day basis, just going to work with the atmosphere and just all of the stuff that goes on and transpires. Oh, don't talk to him. He's a troublemaker. And
so they've been slandering your name?
Correct.
You've been profiled?
Correct. As a troublemaker. For standing up for my rights of not wanting to see a noose in a federal facility.
And you went to your congressman's office and they blew what? Today is June 12, 2011. I'm going to have you listen to the audio voicemail of a detective calling from the Queens District Attorney's Office after they had tried for more than 2.5 months trying to capture me and to orchestrate some fake death threat to the congressman, and everybody's busted. This is showing you the evidence that I've got. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go call my voicemail and let's see what happens. Okay. This is the District Attorney's Office. They said the district attorney's office and the congressman's office getting together trying to kill me.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
I don't want the unheard message.
Message skipped. First skipped message. Hi, Boogie.
Yeah, that's my mother calling.
Message skipped. First saved message.
Philippe Drive. I'm Sia from the NYPD. Please give me a call when you get a chance. 718-765-4333.
June 5th, 2011. There goes the police right there. Right now we're in front of the library. We're talking to one of my friends here because we're homeless people. Like I am a homeless guy. We are homeless, okay? I know I can go stay with my mom, my Russian mom in Howard Beach, but they exiled me out the ghetto. What do I do around here? I make every Negro when I'm in town in the smoke, don't I? Yeah. That's right. That's what I do around here. Now tell me your story about the homelessness right here, and then tell me about the detective. No, tell me about the detectives coming over here looking for me. Stay right there. Stay right there.
The last one, what the detectives will come here, in and out the library. They have regular NYPD outside. They have the undercover homeless hang out at the library. I will come in and out.
They even had the cops that were playing homeless hanging out in the library.
Yep.
Detectives, undercover cops that were playing homeless in the library. Who were they looking for?
You.
That's right. And did they tell y'all why?
Nope.
But don't you think it must have been a pretty big deal for them to orchestrate such a big deal for one little guy? Just me, one little Haitian French green card guy who will not be a good nigger in America. Can I help you? Finish with your story, brother.
I just made it in the homeless shelter, and in the homeless shelter system, there's nowhere to be. They get ready to consolidate everything. There's no jobs, minimum wage is about to get locked down. They're only giving you 20 hours. They only hiring for security.
And you did see that newspaper article that was in the New York page that said that there was no hope. Where? Show me the homeless. Remember that one?
They're all over, but they got homeless 42nd Street, Grand Central. They sit on the inside. A friend of mine from Wall Street, I met in the shelter system. He let me know over by Port Authority, there's a section for the homeless right at Port Authority.
Now do you see why I allowed myself to be evicted, to live with the homeless, and to do this? Because Dr. Drice can. I got special forces training. I'm a fairly educated guy, and I spend all my money on black people. Most of them hate my ass. But guess what? Look, man, we just trying to live as human beings.
Yep.
That's it, man. And them black leaders in the 6th Congressional District are a freaking abomination. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
All right, man. Dr. Drice, I'm in downtown Jamaica. This is in front of the Coliseum. Let me go see one of my boys, the policeman over here. That's what I suspect. Oh, there, my boy, right here. What's happening? I'm good.
A long time no see and everything.
Yeah, man, I've been hiding out from the police.
Oh, yeah, because they had you going around with papers as a wanted something. I don't know what happened.
They had me wanted in the paper.
Yeah.
They've been showing it around.
All these stores I had.
They went to every store.
They asked me why I know you and everything. I told them no, I've never seen you.
You goddamn right. You know what I do? Now, have I been spending my money, my life, and everything helping everybody in this community?
Since I know you, since first time I saw you, you had that.
The school, yeah, the Segway.
I met you.
That's got to be at least 5 years.
More than that.
Yo, man, they destroyed my life. The congressman orchestrated a death threat against himself and had the DA's office hunting me. I got interviewed with the people from the library that they had undercover cops playing homeless. Even when I was homeless, did I ever look homeless? Love you, brother. Right. Thanks a lot, man. Okay, we're gonna call Sergeant Garcia.
Oh, I think I know him.
Yeah?
He's a Marine guy, right?
I don't know. Yes, man. I speak to Sergeant Garcia.
He's not in the office right now.
He's not in the office? No. All right. This is Philip Drice. He had been calling me and stuff. And I just want to let you guys know, I don't care what the congressman's office might have told you. I ain't no threat to nobody. Y'all sent a whole bunch of detectives all around the neighborhood, slandered my name. And I'm an ABA certified paralegal. I'm a forensic paralegal. And I ain't no threat to nobody. He might want to see that if he goes on the internet and take a look at the shows. Because whatever they...
I don't think he's looking for you in that respect. I think that, you know, what tends to happen is sometimes you have individuals who may be concerned or whatnot, and then they call us, and it's our job to make an assessment of the situation. I think if they were seriously considering looking for you, they would have definitely went out there aggressively and found you. I think
y'all would have got me already, because I ain't turned off my phone.
I think what they have to do is, you know, they have to make contact with you, you know, so they can say that, hey, listen, we spoke to him in person, and you know, he's fine. You know,
look, he scared the crap out of me, man. The detectives was looking for me. People been telling me all kinds of stuff. So look, I just want you to know I ain't no threat to the congressman at all. I even videotaped myself going by his office saying, hey, look, I ain't no threat to nobody. I exposed things about crookedness. My business lost $5 million, and these people did so much dirt to me, man. Y'all want to look at that? And if they file a false police report, that's a misdemeanor. They got to get arrested. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, brother.
All right, hey, listen, you be safe out there, man. Enjoy the beautiful weather today.
Thank you, my friend. You too.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, it just looks like we got what we wanted on the internet.
I'm white boy, right here on the 161st Street, across from the barber shop. Bro, I've been giving cigarettes away to black people in the neighborhood since I got here. That's the last one I got. I can't give you no more. White boy, what is this?
Don't film me, Drice.
I'm not filming you. Just put your voice on. Because, no.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
No, all right then, what?
Don't film me. I don't want to be on YouTube.
You don't want to be on YouTube. Or do you look like you're on YouTube?
Can I just say...
Does it look like you're on YouTube?
Can I just say, Drice, we thought you were dead. That's it.
Oh, fuck that. You're fucking with the politicians.
Yeah, we thought...
What? They nobody said. Do you see yourself there?
We thought the man got you, guys.
Them motherfuckers tried to kill my black ass.
Obama gonna come here and shoot your ass.
Put that away.
All right, put it away.
We thought the man got you, Drice.
The fuck.
As soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all, till the pain is so big you feel nothing at all. Our working class hero is something to be. They hurt you at home and they hit you at school. They hate you if you're clever and they despise a fool. Till you're so fucking crazy you can't follow their rules. Our working class hero is something to be. When they tortured and scared you for 20 odd years, then they expect you to pick a career. When you can't really function, you're so full of fear. Our working class hero is something to see. Keep your dog with religion and your sex and TV. And you think you're so clever and you're classless and free, but you're still fucking peasants as far as I can see. Our working class hero is something to be. Our working class hero is something to be. There's room at the top, they are telling you still. But first you must learn how to smile as you kill. If you want to be like the fool on the hill. Our working class hero is something to